Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
Everybody, how's everyone doing tonight? And I think I got the microphone on this trip.
I think so.
I forgot it on Chronicles on Sunday. Let us know that you can hear us. And let us know that the picture's okay. We are down here in Judy's basement.
In the basement.
In the basement again. So hello to everybody that's in here.
Yes.
I see so many folks already here.
Thank you all for
And
coming
yeah,
in.
it's amazing. Paul, Honey,
Oh.
and Jesse and Lisa. And
Jesse and Lisa, our
I
dear
see,
friends.
Yes. Jesse and Lisa have been with us a long time, and they
have.
are, what can I say? We say
Very
it all the
special
time,
people.
but they are about as close to us as you could possibly be and not be related by blood. So I guess I can say it that way. And Poppy the Good Troll, how are you?
Hi, Poppy.
Sheppy, how are you? How's things in Saskatchewan? Must be getting cold out there because it's getting cold here.
Yes, yes.
And Rebecca, how are you doing?
Hey, Rebecca.
Glad to have you in here
Our
with us.
Indiana friend.
Lee Fisherman 506.
Hey, Lee and Carolyn.
How's the fishing going, guys? Hopefully it's been good to you. Jump for sure.
Yeah.
So glad that you're here. Marshall, my brother from another mother.
Hi,
How are you,
Marshall.
my friend? Hope all is well in British Columbia. And I'm sure that the weather is changing there, and I bet you it's beautiful. Marshall lives in one of the most beautiful places on the planet.
Beautiful province.
He sent me a picture or an email that me a picture. I forget how you got it to me of. Maybe it was on your Facebook. I'm not sure. Of a lake that he visits.
Mm-hmm.
It was breathtakingly beautiful. So when I come see you, Marshall, we've got to go camp by that lake, okay?
Or at least go fishing, huh?
Go fishing anyway. Kayak it. Hey, Scott, my friend. How
Hi,
you doing?
Scott.
And Rayma.
Rayma. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of Rayma.
The big
on
Ray
some
Ray.
upcoming videos. She has been such a supporter, she's a present help.
She is in a time of trouble.
Right. Rayma works 5-6 days a week, but she tries to come down
Helps
on
us all the time.
the weekends when
Yeah.
she can.
For
And
sure.
she's a big help to us.
Mike and Terry, how you guys doing?
Welcome,
They're
Mike and
listening while they're
Terry.
finishing making dinner while they eat. Hope everyone's having a great day. We are. Been a good day. It's been a good week so far of getting projects done. And
Been a busy week. We'll update you all.
Yeah.
We've stayed on the land now for a week.
yeah, it's our first week officially on the property, and got a lot of infrastructure done. So working
Loving
away
it.
at it.
We're loving it.
Working away at it. So
And if you're not following on Instagram, follow,
Yeah.
because you get sneak peeks
yep.
of what we're doing that will be in upcoming videos.
For
But I
sure.
try to update that.
A lot of work being done
Mm-hmm.
as quick as we possibly can. We were -2 this morning when we stepped out of the tent, so
Been
it's
frosty,
cold, so-
but it's warm and cozy inside the tent.
yeah. One of the things that we're going to do is try to find a way to insulate around the tent a little bit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get some bales of straw. We found some for $4 a bale, which is
Quite reasonable.
pretty reasonable. We need
Yeah.
about 30 bales, so about $120 worth of straw. But we've got to do something to combat the cold up against the thin canvas walls of the tent. So we're going to try to get some of that as we can, and get 10 bales here, 10 bales there, whatever,
Yeah.
just so that we can get it in place and get some kind of insulation against the outer wall of the tent. Yeah.
Conserve energy.
Yeah. So
And then Tony maybe can get some more sleep, because this guy has been getting up every few hours to put wood in that stove.
yeah.
And he's not been getting a whole lot of rest.
Yeah, but it's okay, we knew this was going to be an adventure, and we knew it was going to have its highs and its lows.
Yep.
And we knew that it was going to be a days of struggle and days of celebration.
Yep.
So We just have to take it all together.
Take it in
and
stride.
just every day, I'll tell you what's nice is to be able to sit around the campfire at night, look up at the sky, the beautiful stars, see all the creation, and then get up in the morning when the sun is rising and have that sun just start to touch that tent flap and see it start coming up. That's worth everything. And so yeah, we've been busy.
We have.
Lisa, I thought you'd be on your property. Yeah, we will be doing these from the property sometime soon, but we have no Wi-Fi there.
Yeah.
And so
Trying to just save our data.
yeah, because our data is getting down to the last little bit again, and we've got another week to go before it's renewed. So we don't want to use it all, because then it's so slow we can't do anything. So we have to be very, very diligent in monitoring how much data we use on our phones.
Right.
That's why we can't come into a lot of lives, and we try to touch into some of them, but we can't stay a long time because it does use up data. And that's why if we do a pop-up live, we keep it to a short time, just so that we can have some data for the whole month rather than just for the first 2-3 weeks of it. So
Yep.
I hope you all understand that.
More aspects of infrastructure.
John says we're all looking good. Well, how you doing, John Bailey?
Oh.
Thank you so much. And Beth, how are you?
Hi,
and,
Beth.
Beth subscribed last week.
She
and
did.
We are so glad
Yes.
you did.
And she's back.
And she's back. And so how you doing?
So welcome back, Beth.
Good times
We
with
hope
Jen and
you're
Steve.
well.
Hey, Jen. How
Hi,
you
Jen
doing?
and Steve.
Well, we just assume Steve exists.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, live from the basement.
Live from the basement.
All right, let's see. Jesse said, well, that's too close.
What's he mean?
I'm not sure, but that's all right.
I think when you talked about family, how
I
close
don't
we
know.
are with them. I don't know. I think
don't know.
that's what he meant.
Okay, Paul. That's great.
Okay,
He's
good.
back. Sheppy, yeah, it's cold. Now I have the sniffles.
Uh-oh.
Prayers to you, Sheppy.
Yes.
You feeling better. Yeah, Jen says making dinner, but I have you in my ears. So that's awesome.
Aw,
Thank
we'll
you.
try not to get too loud.
We'll whisper. Mr. Willie, how are you?
Hi, Mr.
I hope that
Willie.
you are safe. Hope that you are doing okay. I know the folks in Florida. I see Mr. Jim's in here. We're going to be talking to him in a second. I know that they are recovering from a horrendous Hurricane Ian, but also the Carolinas get hit pretty strong. Charlotte, all them places. So hopefully, Mr. Willie, you are safe and everything's okay. Hopefully.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
So let's play What's in the Basement. There you go. Sam, I
Hi,
am.
Sam.
How are you doing? You're the man.
We always love it when you can join us.
Marshall, there's so many lakes around here, Tony. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Oh,
That's
so
so
kind.
much. That means so much to us, Sam.
You are just amazing, Sam.
We appreciate that.
Sam sent the very first package ever.
He sent the very first super
us.
chat too,
He did.
and he
did.
supported us, and
did.
so many things he's done.
sent
and
the very
all
first
of that.
package
So,
to us.
Yeah. So, but Marshall's saying,
That's awesome.
thank you so much, Sam. We
Appreciate
appreciate
that.
that.
That will be put to good use, Sam.
A lake a day as long as you can stay, says Marshall. Well, we'll have to do that.
Oh, wow.
Paul says, no Instagram's the devil's place. My piece won't do it. Okay.
Thank you, Jesse, for sharing
Mr.
that link.
Jim,
Hi, Mr.
how
Jim.
are you?
We have been thinking and praying
thinking
for
and
you.
praying for you that all is
Yes.
well in Florida.
Of course, we know you're up more in central Florida,
yeah.
but you're still in
But
Florida.
I'm sure that they still get hit by some
Oh,
winds and
yeah.
rain. So how you doing, Mr. Jim? We sure do hope
Mm-hmm.
you're okay. And one of the kindest, most generous subscribers and supporters of this channel. We've got so many
kind people
that just
on
support
here.
us to no end.
Oh, yeah.
And that means so much because
just show
we
up.
could not do what we
And-
do. We couldn't keep going,
Not at all.
especially right now, if it wasn't for what you all do for us. And we mean that. We don't just say that and we just want you to know how much we appreciate y'all. We really do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is cold, Brenda, but it warmed up to 20 Celsius today,
Yeah, which
so
is
that
probably
was
about
good.
50.
Yeah.
52 or so.
So
It's
very
not
nice
bad
day.
for an October. As a matter of fact, when we was driving along the river over to Mom's today, someone was out in the kayak
Yeah.
on the water, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah. Raymond says your setup is awesome. I love it. Are you referring to the camp kitchen, or
I
are
don't
you
think she
referring
means
to
the
the basement?
basement.
And your mom's here. Hey, Judy.
Hi,
And I
Mom.
want to give a
Cooked
huge.
us a wonderful
Here's
supper.
a big hug, Jude. And a big shout out to Judy. She cooked
Yeah.
us a wonderful supper tonight. And she even made my favorite cookie, peanut butter chocolate chip. And they were fresh.
Fresh.
And so thank you. Thank you,
You'll probably
Jude.
have one or two after the live stream, I'm sure.
James Sheila, we've been helping the neighbors out first. Okay. Well, hopefully everything gets back to some kind of semblance of normality there in the next weeks or so, Mr. Jim.
They are
we sure
blessed
do.
to have you, Mr.
They are.
Jim.
They are.
We know that you are very kind to your neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear footsteps. I wonder who this could be. Who could it be? Who could it be?
Who could it be now?
It's Judy.
I just had to come down.
Oh
I
no.
just had to come down. And I appreciated that remark so much. You're such a sweet.
You see it right here, folks.
Oh, yes. I'm telling you.
Now keep in mind she's being a bit sarcastic and funny, but anyway.
He's so precious. All that soup laying.
It's like right in
It's
there.
laying
It's
right
right
in
there.
That's where it is.
Don't hurt your hand.
Well, I gotta say hi to my friend, Mr. Willie.
Mr. Willie.
Yes, he's in here.
Yeah, he is.
Hi,
So
Mr. Willie.
he's in here. Say hello to Judy.
Well, he already did. He already did.
Did he?
That's why
All
I
right.
come down.
Well, others said hi to
And
you
all
too.
my other friends, I can't think of all their names.
Brenda and Jesse
Oh,
and
there's
Lisa.
so many.
Oh, yes, I'm
So many.
You're so blessed with so
I'm
many
so
people.
blessed.
You are.
I really am.
Raymond.
Oh my heavens! Now who?
Oh, look who else
look
is
who
here.
else.
Yeah.
It's Chelsea.
We've got Chelsea here too.
Oh, where's Zach?
Well, now
Zach's
Zach-
having alone time.
Zach's
Okay.
watching hockey.
Zach's
so.
watching hockey. I think I hear footsteps.
Oh, I hear footsteps.
Wow.
I just
Here,
wanted
here comes Zach. He's going to get in on it.
I had to
Get right in the middle.
Oh, there's
Get
Zach.
right in the middle.
There's Zach.
There he is.
Yeah, the only one we don't have here now is Michaela and
Kayla
Isaiah.
and Isaiah.
And we miss them.
Both girls are married now.
Yeah. Hey, Raquel at Cottonwood, how are you doing? So glad you're here. And Dave and Sandy and so many folks in here tonight, and we're just glad. Traveling Merton and Sue, how you guys doing?
Welcome.
And listen, Mert and Sue, if you guys will send me your mailing address to Creekside Maples at gmail.com. That's Creekside Maples at gmail.com. We will send you that sticker. Sam says, get enough straw bales to stay warm. Consider this my housewarming gift.
Thank you,
Oh,
Sam.
man, that's awesome, Sam. That
We
is
will
so
do
awesome.
that for sure.
For sure. Mr. Willie says, I'm doing well and I'm safe, and my area only got wind and rain. Okay.
Very
well,
good.
glad that you're safe for sure. What are you doing to my ear, Jude?
Your ears look like pig ears in the back.
Pig ears, listen to you. Isn't that awful?
First, she complimented us.
No,
Isn't
they're
that
all
awful?
sunburned. They're all look at them.
He's been working on it.
Yeah,
They're
but
probably
outside.
windburnt.
Thank you, Jesse, for dropping that link. The PayPal.
Mr. Willie says,
Yeah.
how's my girlfriend Judy?
How's my girlfriend Judy? Joy Blessed Life, how you doing?
Hey, welcome.
So glad you're here. Mr. Jim says, better than most, a little worse than others. Well, we hope that, again, that I know you have solar energy there, Mr. Willie, Mr. Jim, so hopefully that does help some. I'm not sure.
Look, the views just came up once
Once we
Yeah.
all
Once
got
the
here.
crew-
Well, there-
once the
yeah.
crew arrived.
Hey, Ronald, how are you doing, my friend?
Welcome, Ronald.
Been a while. I'm glad that you're here. That jumped on us a little bit here, so let me back up just a bit. I don't want to miss anybody.
There you are.
This thing jumps so many times. Yes, okay, so there's that. Hello, folks. Love the progress and updates. Thanks, Ron. We're trying to keep everybody updated. It's a little difficult right now until we get Wi-Fi on the property, but we're working at it. Paul says, Tony, it's so easy to kick a good man when he's down. You find your friends will help them get back up. That is the truth. Let me see. Raymond, no, the homestead, Tony, not the basement. I knew, Raymond, what you were talking about. Mr. Willie says, you're looking beautiful, Jude.
Oh, thanks there, Will.
Oh, did you hear that? Mr.
I'll tell you
Willie.
what, these online relationships are getting out of hand.
She's got a nickname for you now.
Oh, my. Yeah, Brenda says, get him, Judy. Paul says, get him, Judy. What's going on here? What about me? Oh, my. Marshall, I'm firing a letter off to you. Tony and Joni will send to Judy's address, Joni's mom's home. Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. We will look for that for
You
sure.
guys send me a letter instead of sending them all to Tony and Joni.
Well, you know, what can we say? Listen to that.
Maybe Mr. Willie will.
Yeah.
send Judy
Mr.
a
Willie,
love note.
please write Judy a nice
Mr.
note.
Willie will.
Spray some
Dave and
cologne
Sandy's
on
laughing at us here. Scott, oh, Judy's been drinking. Yeah. She's been hitting the sauce, Scott.
I put something in that soup and you folks
Yeah.
don't know what it was.
Paul said, I just said hi to Chelsea not 5 minutes ago, and then she shows
So
up.
people are saying,
Gang's all there.
yeah, they're saying hello to you guys.
Family
Mr. Willie
reunion.
says hi to you, Zach.
Hello, hello.
Chelsea.
Jesse says, what is this, family
Sam says
reunion?
must be halftime, yeah.
Chelsea.
Oh, my. Let me
Must be
see here.
halftime,
Tony, when
Sam
you get
says.
them a husband, they stop being your problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Well, do you guys have any questions you want to ask any of them?
Surrounded by wonderful people.
While they're
We
here?
are, Ronald. We really, truly are. That is the truth. And that's why we love Judy, Scott says.
Thanks, Scott, for those
What is in the basement
wonderful words.
is Zach.
Is
Yeah.
Zach.
Mr. Jim Solar's been out since mid-July waiting on a new inverter from China. Okay. Anyway, Mr. Willis says, oh, so sweet. All right. Let me see here. Yes, our new address. It's not our permanent address. It's our temporary mailing address. Jesse just put the link there. It's 35 Foster Avenue, Birch Corner. If you want to send anything. Hey, it is Tiny Nest of Four, a.k.a.
Casey.
Casey.
Welcome, Casey.
The whole family's here. Almost. We miss
We
Michaela
miss
and Isaiah.
Michaela and Isaiah.
But anyway, yeah, Sam heard Zach and he says, he speaks.
He speaks.
Yes, I do.
He's very
alive.
quiet.
Mr. Willie's asking, how is married life so far for Zach and Chelsea?
All right.
So, Zach,
Me answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come close to the mic, Zach.
they can hear it. It'll pick it up.
Oh, well, it's going good so far. I'm still alive as of right now. Getting fed pretty good so far. No
Yeah.
complaints.
I'm glad to hear you say that because you've complained about supper.
Casey says Chelsea and I go way back.
Yes, you do.
They sure do. Way back. I mean, before they're even married or anything. So,
Zach just complains because
Beth
I've
Cornett.
been trying to make healthy food.
fight.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Hey,
Chelsea's been trying to make healthy stuff.
brand new channel, says Casey.
I think Chelsea's been trying to get Zach off of Pepsi.
No,
Pepsi.
No.
mainly to give up chicken nuggets.
Nuggets. Would we have any Pepsi and chicken nugget
Well,
people in here?
Aren't eggs chicken nuggets? So what could be bad with them?
Well, I'm going to retire to the upper chamber, everybody.
Okay.
Yay, being alive in a marriage is a good thing for sure. All right.
Good night,
Thank you,
everybody.
Beth.
I'll go upstairs and listen to you upstairs.
They're going
Okay.
back up. Robin, my man,
Robin,
how
my
are you
man.
doing? It's been a while. Storm blowing in West Wales just
You guys
past
wanna
midnight.
pull up
Hello
a
to your
chair?
family. You're all looking
Are
happy.
you coming
It is so good to have Robin in here.
You done,
It has
Zach?
been such a long time. And
stay for
how
games,
did you make
Chelsea?
out getting your pilot's license? Did you pass? Did you get them? How did it all go? Pepsi all day, says Brenda.
I'll see you.
Chicken don't have nuggets. Pepsi's very hard to get off. I know from a friend, sure. Careful, Zach. If the wife says you can answer, it's a trap. The correct answer is no, dear. This one's for you. Sam says, okay, I admit it. I'm a Pepsaholic. Mike Pierce. Oh, that's awesome, Mike. That is the truth. Love as you want to be loved. All right. Have you practiced yes, dear, Mr. Zach?
I have.
Scott? Yeah.
I have.
So, updates. Where'd Joni go? Where'd Mom go?
I'm
Getting
your
a
new
chair, I think.
co-host.
Oh, okay. So, updates on the property. We thought we'd let everybody know. We've been doing a lot of filming. Butt nuggets. There you go, Jesse. That's what I thought too. Butt nuggets. What can you say? So we've got our first full weekend on the property, living in the tent. And as you know, if you're new here, you can go back and see why we moved. And rather than me getting into it on here tonight, you guys can go back and watch the videos. And hey, Christy, how are you? And Matt, what's going on, buddy? And you can see how we moved, and now we purchased, with the help of everybody on here, a new piece of property for our homestead, and we started from scratch. And so far, projects that we've got completed, that we have videoed, we've got the dog kennel done. So that will be coming out the next video. We've got a storage building put up. It's a tarp over a steel frame, so that worked out good. That's another video, and that was a really huge blessing. Rama found the steel frame for us. And then we've got the tent up and the stove in the tent. I've got some firewood there, but not even remotely close to enough to what we're going to need. So that's always in the back of my mind. Today I worked a lot on getting firewood. So we've got probably 3/4 of a cord there now. We've got another, probably half to 3/4 of a cord already lined up that's dry, so that's good. There are some trees that have fallen down that are dry there on the property that I'll be harvesting those. So we're working on that. And then, I don't know what
Are you
Joni's
doing a
doing back there in the
magic act?
background.
For her next trick, she's gonna make Zach
Welcome
disappear.
to how you fold linens on Creekside.
I had to go
You
outside
can
on the
swim.
deck.
Anyhow,
And get a lawn
and we
chair.
also have what Joni's really excited about. Her
you can sit
outdoor
there like
kitchen
that.
is operational. We've got it built. We've got it put up, and so she's really happy with being able to have her kitchen. So those are some things that we've done.
I tried to swap Mom back to the front, but she told me just to sit shotgun for a while.
No, that's fine. Just, whatever. Mike Pierce, just be aware, just because one doesn't love you like you want does not mean they don't love you with everything they have. Well, that's where expectations come in, Mike. And what you have to do is allow people to be who they are. So, anyhow, wow, Zach, did you hear what your wife said? Robin, you remember, done 19 solos, landings mainly good, some a little impolite, should I say. Passed all exams, got 2 cross-country flights to fly, and then check ride. Maybe by Christmas if the weather is calmer. Awesome, Robin. That is so good. And congratulations on making all that progress.
Awesome.
That is so awesome.
Oh, there's a flight school by us.
Yeah.
Did you tell them about that, Tony?
No, we have an airplane. It's a student. How can I say? Here in an airstrip not far from our land, they have a school there to teach you to be a pilot, and so they fly over the property all the time, for sure.
I saw somebody ask a question about what Zach does for work. He's a carpenter.
Christy, yeah, Zach's a carpenter, yeah, and a good one. Ron says nice updates on Instagram. Yeah, Joni does that, and she keeps that thing just a rolling. Christy said she wishes she had a wood stove. I tell you, we love ours. Mm-hmm. It's just it's called a shepherd stove. It's made for the wall tent that we have. If you want to see what tent we have, you can go to Cabela's.com and Google a Lacknack tent. And it's the large 12 by 12 one with the vestibule. And so it's
or you can look on Instagram.
It's large, or you can look on Instagram and see Joni's pictures.
And see it.
Yeah, so that's how you can see kind of what we're living in. Let me see. What else? Zach looks trim and healthy. Well,
It's
he
all
is.
the healthy food.
He is. He does. He plays hockey all winter long, so he stays very active, and he's just a young lad too, so that helps.
There's a picture of the tent, dear.
Um,
Dear.
Let me see.
Mom really wants to show
Well,
them.
Hey,
whoever
Ann, Little
asked.
French in Big Texas. How are
Whoever
you?
asked.
I don't think you can see that on there, Johnny.
You
That's
can't see
why.
it?
No.
I don't know.
How are things in Texas?
You can see
Ann,
this.
hopefully all is well. Hope your family is doing
There's
well.
a picture of the tent.
Robin says, I fly a Piper PA-38 Tomahawk. Great fun. I bet. Sounds like a really nice airplane. Let me see. Treasure Hunter, how are you?
Welcome.
Glad that you are here. And everybody else, this is awesome. Man, just keep on rolling. Matt says he's listening to y'all while painting the garage black. There you go.
Ah,
Black is the new
Matt,
white.
is that the inside or the outside?
Yeah, a lot of people using black for their steel on the roof now, and black siding or dark gray. That's a really popular color right now. Mike Pierce, I'm the boss in our house. My wife told me I could say that. There you go.
There you go.
I don't know who's the boss in our house.
Things are good in Texas. Still warm and sunny.
Yes. You guys don't
all
get
right.
winter at all, do you, Ann?
Not too much down there, wouldn't think. Treasure Hunter, Neil at Treasure Hunter, praying your recovery speedy, one buddy. So yes, Neil, we weren't aware that you're ill, but you know what? We're praying for you too, that your recovery is a speedy one for sure. Let me see here. It's rolling along good there. So now we've done some updates. Scott says, there's Zach that works for my Newfie in Woodstock. Would that be this Zach? Is your boss a Newfoundlander?
No, he is not.
He's
No.
from New Zealand.
No, his boss is from New Zealand. Okay.
And Zach works in Fredericton.
We will, Ronald. Thanks for being here. And I know
Thank you
Ronald
for coming.
is very late there where he
Yes.
is in the middle of the night, so that's why he's going to go get some rest. But we're so glad he stopped in. He's in the UK,
Netherlands.
in Netherlands, yes. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, please. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Mr. Jim. Appreciate that. Neil has severe sciatica. That is no fun. That's
Not
for sure.
fun at all.
No, that is not good stuff. Chelsea's been going to the chiropractor for that.
I had
And,
dry needling done.
Yeah, I have some sciatica when it acts up, but luckily for me, it's not all the time. Matt says painting out a galaxy nebulous glow in the dark type stuff.
Oh.
Okay,
Wow.
that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Feeling better right now. Neil says it's after 11 p.m. when I have problems. Okay, yeah,
It's certainly bad stuff.
it is bad stuff. Been 22 days now. Wow, says Beth. That's a long time. That's a long time. That's hard. It's hard to deal with pain like that. I know when my shoulder was bad, I spent 2.5 years just cradling that shoulder next to my body, trying to deal with it, waiting until surgery. It was awful. Casey said, David shot a huge buck, meat for the freezer. Thank the Lord.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Well, you know what?
Congratulations.
That is great news. Hopefully, I'll have one too.
You were scouting.
I
out
was
today.
scouting a little bit today. When you move to a new place, you just don't know where the deer travel. But I have found out they're traveling back and forth our property, and the dogs go nuts at night because they hear them going. And I found some good trails today, so looks like we're going to be setting up a tree stand pretty soon. Put some apples out and see what we can get.
Are there moose seasons in the States?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a moose season. I know there is in Maine, I believe.
Probably Maine.
Because it's moose season here.
Mr. Willie says, hit the thumbs up and Joni will share her salted coffee recipe.
Her
You'll get
salt
one.
coffee.
I'm hoping I'll
I
get
like
one,
salt
Casey.
lick.
We
The
need to
deer
get a
love it.
deer this year. But we've also got a bear. Lots of bear sign just all up around us. So half thinking that one of these nights I'm going to be laying in bed, I'm going to hear a bear huffing up behind me. So I keep the crossbow pretty handy. So we'll
What kind
see.
of bear here?
Black bear that are here. Yeah.
So I think Beth, is she the wife of Treasure Hunter,
Could be, yes.
Neil? I'm figuring that out by Paul's comment.
It's moose season in Texas year round. Yeah, right. Jesse.
Right.
Raymond, Maine has a moose season, but ours is over. Yeah, ours ended
Yes.
last week ago.
One of the girls I work with got a moose.
Shannon is saying they have quite a few
Yes.
deer in their backyard. Scott says, amen, 15 years with chronic pain. Yeah, it's no fun, I'll tell you that. There's no fun at all. Now that they got this shoulder fixed, Scott, now this one's bad. And but anyway, I can't think about it. I just have to push through it. because it isn't going to get done with me looking at it. I have to get up and get going. So that was an old story about Joni putting salt in the coffee. I know. Hey, Tina Ladybug, how you doing? Glad
Hi,
that you're
Tina.
here. And Neil's about to burn up his TENS unit. I know, Neil. I've got 3 of them. 2 of them don't work anymore, and I got another one that the chiropractor or the physiotherapist got for me. So
Do you find the TENS machine helps your sciatica? I didn't really feel like it helped mine.
if you get it on there right away and you do that deep tissue massage, sometimes it can. But there's not too many TENS machines that can move that nerve off of that hip joint or off of that backbone area wherever it's acting up. That's for sure.
I just felt like a puppet on a string.
Yeah, well, it does. It can hurt. That's for sure. That old sciatica. Well, hey everybody, it is time to have some fun here tonight. We've updated everybody on what's been happening, and again, big shout out to everybody. The channel's growing. If you haven't subscribed, yeah, Mr. Willie, just eat more spinach. Your shoulders will be fine. Yeah.
I don't think he needs any more spinach.
Jesse says, I'm Popeye the Broken Man. I'm Popeye the Broken. You're not broken. You're doing good. Just got one eye fixed, Jesse. You get the other one fixed. Strengthening your ab muscles will help all kinds of back pain. That is the truth.
Yeah, very
I
true.
learned throughout the years of being in the gym, working out, that if your core is strong, your back is strong. And that is so good advice for sure. We're doing good, Tina. Glad to have you here with us. Scott says, that's old age, Tony. You know what, Scott? I'm 55, and I figure I think I'm doing all right for my age. What do you think, Zach? Am I doing okay?
You're doing very well for your age.
Did he work you into the ground one day, Zach?
No.
Well, no.
No. Zach keeps up good. Enjoy blessed life. I think when you have a lot of pain in one area, you didn't notice the pain in another area as much until you get relief for the worst pain area. And that's the truth, Joy, blessed life. That is the absolute truth.
Yep, that is very true.
Because I know when the doctor fixed my left shoulder, he told me, he said, now you're going to notice that your right shoulder has been sore, and it's going to get progressively worse because you've overcompensated on that right side for a bad left side. And he said, we'll probably be fixing the right shoulder in a couple of years. But you know what? We're just going to keep pushing through. And that's the thing with me. I've always physically pushed through. And I'll tell you, it hurts. There's days it hurts. But no one's going to do the work for us. We have to do it. Speaking of work, Jesse, I'm not going to forget this time. If there is anybody that has any contacts in this area, New Brunswick, Dumfries, Nacklewick, Fredericton, any of the areas around that would like to come and give us a hand, feel free to. You can get a hold of us through our email. Jesse will put that up there. He's always so good at that. And yeah, and so we need a huge amount of help right now. We are so far behind. But, you know, if you're around or close or you know somebody, you get some family, I'll tell you what we really need. We really need help getting these footings in the ground. We're just not able to. I can't hire an excavator. The money just isn't there. It's too expensive. So what I'm really needing is somebody with a tractor that has a really big auger on the back of it that can come in and put some holes down the ground for us and help us out. So if you know of anybody or if nothing else, just pray. It looks like I'm going to have to go probably rent one, a single man auger, and I'm going to get a 12-inch auger bit and sink that down 42 inches and then have to use a shovel and a manual post hole digger to do the size of it, to enlarge the sides. So it's better than digging the whole thing, but it is still going to be very time consuming. So if you know of anybody, hey, like to come visit, now's a great time.
But we have to get it done because
Yeah.
pretty soon the frost will be here permanently,
Yeah.
right? And I
Thank
see
you,
Rebecca
Paul.
asked for prayer.
Mr. Wood says, Zach, be careful with your answers. Oh, right. Rebecca, touched by your arm. Please pray for me. I am sick. Yes, Rebecca, I know you. I think I seen you somewhere on a live or in one of your videos or something here in the last day or two. And we are praying for you, and we'll continue to pray for you. I know you haven't been feeling good at all. So, Rebecca, feel the presence and the power of God right now. Touch your body and strengthen you. And tonight, Rebecca, you're going to get a great night's sleep. You really are, for sure. Yeah. So what do you say? It is time to have some fun. Are you ready? What's the first game we all play? It's called Let's Face It. Face number 1. Here's a very famous individual. You all know her. You should, and yes, it's a her. Take a guess. See if you know who this is. If you're new to our channel, if you're new to our live show, this is a segment that we call Let's Face It, where we put some pictures of some people up here that we just try to guess who they are. And if you know, put your guess up there, and we'll tell you if you're right or not. But who do you think this is? Take a guess.
It's a cute
Go
little
ahead.
purse.
Yeah.
It's a very cute picture.
Little Debbie.
Cute little outfit.
It does kind of look like the face on the little Debbie.
Brenda
Yeah.
says it's Lisa.
Yeah, Redbird.
That's
Brenda
a
says
good guess.
Lisa. Let's see. John Bailey says it's you, dear.
Well, who knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
Good guess.
Oh, good. Try not to sneeze.
Yeah. Anybody?
A lot of
Joni.
people are
Everyone thinks it's
guessing
Joni. Wow. Oh. Could it be my dear wife when she was just 23 years old? I mean, just 5 years old. If that's, I don't know how old she would be there. If it is in fact her, or perhaps it is somebody else. Little Debbie, that's funny. It is, Neil. Joni says, Joy Bless Life.
Wow.
Bum, bum, ba-dum,
It looks like this
ba-dum,
person's
bum.
probably like 5 or 6 in this picture.
Uh-huh. It's Jan. Scott thinks it's Jan. I haven't seen Jan in here. Where is Jan?
Yeah, she's not here
usually in
tonight.
here. Yeah. Yeah, numbers are down a little bit tonight, but I know there's probably 50 other lives going on that we know of. I'm going to sit in Loretta Lynn. Rebecca's touched by yarn saying it's Loretta Lynn. Okay.
Oh, I got it.
And Joni just squashed a 4-pound spider on the wall.
I got it.
It looks disgusting.
All right.
And she
we'll,
left it
Gonna
there.
leave it there?
We'll remove it
We
later.
have a new
wow.
camo
See
pattern invented on the
people's
wall.
guesses.
That looks disgusting. That looks like you just squished a grape
Tony
on
before the
there.
surgery. Right, Mr. Willie. Mike Pierce, save your guesses, folks. I don't wear white and don't wear dresses. Sam says that's Rebecca. I don't know. Is it? Yeah,
passed
Loretta
away
Lynn
today,
passed away
yes,
today,
she did.
90 years old. The queen of country music, they called her. Coal miner's daughter. How many saw that movie? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Brenda says it's Mike. It is cute.
Very
Says
cute.
it's Rebecca. So who do you think it is? Anybody? Got any more
I would
guesses?
say this was an Easter outfit is what it reminds me of.
Could be. That must
The
be
little
Ramus, says
purse
Jesse.
And the hat.
Well, it's about the same height.
Rame, are you still here?
Ah.
That's about how
Rebecca
big
says it
that
looks
spider
very
was.
similar to my baby pictures.
Rebecca, are you wondering how we got
How
that?
could we have gotten that, Rebecca? How did we hack your account and get your baby pictures?
Harley's being so quiet.
He's tired out. That water.
Yes, it is, dear.
Careful, there's probably spider juice on it.
Yeah, everything else.
Well, are we going to tell them? It looks like it's gone quiet.
Yeah, it's slow tonight.
They're all guessed out.
But my hair was Snow White.
Uh-huh.
Mine was 7 Dwarfs. All right, everyone. I wish that was me, says Raymond.
Did anybody get it, dear?
Nobody got it.
Nobody got
No.
it. Ooh.
Christy Betts, I met Loretta Lynn, very kind, humble lady. Yeah, that's what everyone is saying. That is the truth. That is the truth. Could we miss Lisa when she was taller? I didn't say that. I'm just reading it, Lisa. This is actually, ready? No idea. Taken in the 50-ish. All right. Well, this individual is someone we all love, someone we all know, or most of us do anyway. No, it's not Joni. It's not Judy. It's not Nicole Smith. It's not Rama. No, it's not Mike either. It's not Loretta Lynn. It is actually our very own Brenda.
Yes, Miss Brenda
Yeah,
Baker.
Miss Brenda Baker. Yeah, there you go. So, that's who that is.
Such a cute picture.
Yeah, so you ready for another one? Yeah, that's Brenda.
That's Brenda.
My favorite theme song.
Oh, who is this? Loretta's very last on-the-road concert was held in Spartansburg, South Carolina 10 years ago. Okay, Sam.
Brenda was taken in
1967.
Oh, Brenda loved
67.
it. Taken in 1967.
The year you were born, dear.
55 years ago?
The year you were born.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
who do you think this one is?
Joni.
So cute. So who is this one here, folks? Come on. Everyone's distracted.
Yeah, they are.
I think everyone's got 15 different lives going. Lisa says Chelsea or Michaela. So which would be your guess, Lisa?
Yeah, which do you think?
I don't know what happened to me.
Oh, Brenda, don't say that.
Beautiful blue eyes.
I
Don't
saw
say that.
pictures of you at your sister's wedding, Brenda. You are still very, very pretty.
Bobby
and those
says
eyes
Chelsea.
of yours.
Shannon says Chelsea. John says Chelsea. Monica.
Oh, Monica's
how are
in
you?
here tonight.
Say hi to your mom.
Hello, mother.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Welcome back to... What's that name of that song? Looks like Chelsea says Jesse. Chelsea
They're just
says
saying
Brenda.
that because they may have seen
Chelsea
me more
says
than
Dave
Michaela.
and Sandy.
They have seen
Lee
you more
says
than
it's
Michaela.
Chelsea. Oh boy, everyone thinks this is Chelsea. Well now. This is actually Zach. No!
The mouth is definitely Chelsea, Paul says.
Oh man.
You were cute.
That
Chelsea,
picture
she
I
still
was.
has the same
Chelsea,
dimple.
she still has the same dimples. Jealous of
I
that
only
hair.
have one dimple, Sam.
Yeah, Chelsea has one dimple. I have two, and I have two daughters, and so I didn't want them fighting over dimples, so I gave them each one.
That's the truth.
Chelsea says Casey.
Well, it seems to be unanimous on
And
this,
everybody.
on this guess.
Chelsea for sure, says
Matt
Matt.
says.
Nice picture.
Nice
Zach.
picture, Zach.
Thank you, Mr. Willie.
All right, this is a picture of none other than Chelsea.
Now, before you take it down, Chelsea, you want to turn your head to the right and do that same pose?
That is Chelsea.
Yeah, that is her.
She had a pile of hair and a
And still
load
does.
of
She's got it
attitude.
all done up tonight,
I still have a
Still
lot
does.
of hair.
Lots of hair and lots of attitude.
I don't have a lot of attitude.
Is that
Yeah, right.
Watch it. You're
Yeah.
gonna be eating more cauliflower
That's a
rice.
cute picture. Yeah. She was a cutie. Both Chelsea and Michaela, our daughters, were very, very cute girls.
and
yeah.
still are beautiful.
Beautiful girls. Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Casey's laughing.
One more.
One more. It's just such a mellow tune.
Oh.
Oh,
Who's this one?
who could this one be?
That's the picture taken when when Joni said, "What's in your mouth?" That's what Jessie said. That's it.
Yes.
Sheena, how are you? She's new to our channel.
Hey, welcome.
And she
Sheena's-
dropped by yesterday, day before, left us a nice comment, and we're
Yes.
so glad that you're here. And I take it that you do the keto food, lifestyle diet, whatever. That sounds interesting. I've never done it, but I know a lot of people that have and have great success with it.
Judy.
That says, where's Beans? Who's Beans?
Michaela.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's in Amherst with her new hubby. Joy Bus Life, gonna make cute kids, Chelsea.
I should hold up a little picture of Zach.
Paul says still has it, right, Zach?
Right.
The attitude. This one they're saying is Judy, Nana.
Judy, Joni.
Let me see, Judy, Joni, Judy says Jesse. Let me see, lots of new names in here I don't recognize. Well, we're just a friendly community, Sheena, and we're glad that you're here. And yeah, just settle in, and it won't take you long to get to know everybody, and they'll treat you right, I guarantee you, for sure. Lisa says it's Rebecca.
I vote Tony.
Jen says she wrote you.
How did you know? Was it the hair? Was it the curls in the front that gave it away, Jen? Dave and Sandy says it's Jan. Let's see. Any other guesses? Let's get 2 more guesses, and I'll tell you who it is. Mike Pierce just subbed to your channel, Sheena. Oh, that's good. Good evening. Hey, Belinda and Chuck. How you doing, my friends?
Good evening.
And Chuck, I just want to say thank you so much to you for the kind words today on your live for Joni and I. And I'll tell you what, that meant a lot to us.
Very kind.
To know that you guys are thinking about us. It's easy to get to feeling like you're all alone in this thing, especially when you're on a brand new piece of property and there's nothing there, just you and your wife, and you're trying to make something of it before the snow flies. So thank you for the kind words, and Jesse as well. Thank you.
Absolutely.
As well, and we just appreciate that so much. We really truly do. So, but anyway, welcome in everybody. Sheena, I'm more carnivore for my autoimmune lupus. It keeps me in remission. Okay, my mother has lupus, Sheena, and she struggles with it, but she's 75, I think she is. Hey, Southern Blessed Homestead, how are you doing?
Well,
We're glad you guys are here. These folks are so friendly, and
Yes.
enjoy listening to them and watching their lives and stuff.
I think they were here last week.
Yeah. Paul says, hello, you didn't warn Sheena about me, Tony. Paul, you are one of the best friends we have. There's nothing to warn anybody about.
That's
You're
it.
awesome. Let me see here. Chuck says it's Joni. Let me see. Okay. Chuck, Belinda. Hello, Belinda and Chuck. Okay. So yeah, if you're new here, we're this is a portion of the show that we call Let's Face It, where we put some faces on there of people that are adult now, but they're little pictures of their when they're kids. We try to guess who they are. It could be people in our family here in the community YouTube that we're in. It could be movie stars, famous people, could be just your kids. Who knows who this is? But this one right here, this beautiful, beautiful little girl, isn't she sweet? Isn't that amazing? I had the privilege to meet her when she was 4 years old. And I married her in what, 1990 we got married. This is Joni.
Oh,
Wasn't she a
several
cutie?
of you guessed it.
Isn't she a cutie?
A lot of people thought that was Nana.
They did.
Yeah. Well, you are,
We should
related
know
to her.
what Mom's gonna look like in a few years.
Well, I'm just kidding, Jude. Mike Pierce, Tony, and
She's
Joni,
listening.
just know you're in my thoughts and prayers
She's
at
gonna
least
be
2 times a day.
beautiful.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it, and we need all the prayers that we can get for sure.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, Jesse said that has to be Zach back when he identified as.
Oh.
Yeah, big hands. That's what she uses to play the keyboard with, Sam. I just gave it away.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what
Chuck,
she used
for sure.
spankings.
Yeah. I think it looks like I had quite a
Casey
chunky
said you
little
are
arm
your
on me,
mother's
too.
daughter. There you go.
You think you were chunky?
Oh, chunky
All right,
little arm.
everybody. Ramus says, be nice, Tony, or no cookies later.
Oh, there you go.
I thought about reporting that, Jesse. Jen says to Jesse. Oh, they're carrying on, having fun. All right, guys, ready to go? Let's do some more here. All right, what's on the shelf? Now, tonight, before we get into it, I'm changing it up a bit. Tonight, I thought it would be so cool to... Oh, sweet, beautiful story. Thank you, Sheena. It really is. Tonight, we're going to do things a little different. We're going to put an old vintage vehicle up on the screen, and I want to see if you can guess the year, okay, and it's what you think its value is. The year, the make, model, and what you think the value is. So there's three things: year, make and model, and what do you think it's worth, okay?
Everybody, do the
There's the first one. So, now this, everybody should know what this is.
You think?
Yeah.
That's a Kia Soul.
So, Kia Soul, Chelsea says.
That's what I drive.
All right, so here's what's on the shelf tonight. It's a big shelf.
Yeah. It's a pretty color.
Yeah,
I like the color.
yeah. Anybody know what kind of car that is? What year it might be?
So Jen says
And
value
value.
now or then?
Value now on
Okay.
today's market.
Today's market.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So take a guess. Now, don't Google. Don't ask a neighbor. Don't ask a friend or anything like that. You just got to guess.
Okay. We got some guesses coming.
John Bailey, Studebaker, Southern Bliss, Homestead, Jaguar. And interesting little fact about Studebakers, we were
It is a Jaguar.
at the old factory where Studebakers were first made in South Bend, Indiana. It's closed down now, but anyway. Paul says not a Jaguar. Rebecca says a Jaguar. Christy Beth says a Rolls. Merton Sue says Thunderbird. Neil says 1963 Aston Martin 100K.
Wow. So he gave you all the things you asked for.
Look, Monica guessed.
68 Jag. 450 Christy. I don't know. Take a guess. Pinto, $5. Sheena, that's great.
Did your mother know your dad?
I don't know.
Monica, did
Monica,
you
how would
phone
you
a
know
friend?
that?
Pop
Good
the
going,
Good Troll
Monica.
Jaguar 7450,000. It's a Matchbox Aston Martin valued at $120. I'm looking for the real size car, Jesse. 66 Aston Martin. Rebecca says a Bentley. 59 Studebaker. 2 million, says Sam. Monica, 007's favorite. 007. Thank you, Matt. Christy is laughing. It's a DB7 Aston Martin 65.
Do they
65K, says
get it
Paul.
if they guess correctly?
They get 10,000 points in a game where the points don't matter.
You get a gift card to Creekside.
Hey, look, I know
Maple.
some stuff. 150,000.
It's Steve. Steve is
Yeah.
commenting.
Night Raymond. Don't go. We're just having fun.
Raymond's up early though.
She is. Monica,
Thank you,
it's
Raymond, for
Steve.
coming.
The car is Steve. Doesn't look like Steve. The bumper does.
Steve, you
No.
gotta get your own YouTube channel.
Just kidding.
You can do it, Steve.
We believe in you.
All right, Jen. Just for you, I'm giving you 20,000 points. Rebecca says, I don't even know cars on the street now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
that's right.
I love it. That's great.
That's right.
It's Jen. Yeah, I know it's Jen. It's Jen. But we're talking on Monica.
Oh,
Monica's
Long.
Monica Long. Her husband, which is Zach's dad and mom,
Yeah.
is
He is
Steve
Steve,
as well. So we're talking about Zach's dad, Steve, Jen.
That's why she says I know things.
Yeah.
We were talking. Yes, Jen, we know you do. We were surprised Monica was commenting on cars.
Yeah.
That's all.
So, all right, everyone. This car, Mike Mart, Austin Healy.
Hey, Mike Mart.
How are you, Mike? Hope you're doing good.
I've
Mike?
never even heard tell of that kind of car before.
Oh, yeah.
Austin Healy.
Mike had some open heart surgery a month and a
Yes,
half,
he
2
did.
months or so ago, and maybe
Yes,
a little
he
longer.
did.
And he's been doing good. So I hear. So that's awesome. All right, everybody.
Did anybody get it?
I'm going to tell you who was the closest. And again, I hope that you're not Googling this, and I hope that you're not looking it up. I hope that's just because you know, and that goes for everybody, not just one, but everybody. Hardtop MG midget, 75,000. This is actually Neil was the closest. Paul was right in there, very close as well. So it's a toss-up between Neil and Paul. This is actually a 1964 DB5, not a DB7, it's a DB5 Aston Martin. And on the open market auction price today, they go for around $990,000. Almost $1 million is what this
Wow.
car is worth today.
What does DB stand for?
But DB Cooper, he jumped out of an airplane. No.
Does anybody know? Someone Google that. I'm just curious.
So
What's DB mean?
that is what car that is today. So you guys are really smart on this stuff.
They like
Yeah.
cars, don't they?
Yeah. So if you have one of these, that's your retirement.
You're rich.
Everybody to the chicken!
Simply Googling Jan's not here tonight, Tony, right? Simply Googling Jan.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that, Jesse. Simply Googling Jan is not here tonight, Tony. Oh, that's awesome. Rebecca says, let's buy one. Yeah, I don't even know how many is left in the world. All right, anybody know what this one is? Take a guess. I would never drive it, says Brenda. Chuck says, didn't know it was worth that much. I better put mine under the carport.
Yeah, that's it.
What people don't know is that Chuck, in early years, was actually 007.
Was he?
Yeah. He lost that British accent.
Well, I heard him talking today about the one dog he only ever cried about when it
Yes.
passed away. That was quite a touching little
Chuck.
story.
Yeah, Paul, it's an old English car, Tony. For sure. Let me see. Ouch. Yeah. Sheena. Oh. They tease each other, Sheena, back and forth, so it's all good. He would have said that if she was in here anyway. Poppy says it's a Bel Air 1964, 90,000. It's a convertible. John Bailey got it. What
Yeah.
gave it away, John? Paul says, well, that's a bloody big car.
It is.
Chuck says, shh. All right, Chuck. I'm sorry to let your secret out, man. I really am. I know. A 67 Buick Skylark. That's what the Neil's guess is. Jan Fallon could use prayer. Aw, I never heard that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Christy.
Oh, that's why she's not here tonight.
We'll be praying for her
Oh,
for
well,
sure.
thank you for letting us
Jan is
know.
a sweet lady. She
She
really
really
is.
is.
We love Jan. Starfire 67, 42,000.
Starfire. Never heard tell that before.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like something you'd see in the galaxy. Starfire.
It's an old blue convertible.
Yes.
Rebecca got it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You go, girl. Matt says Oldsmobile Skyline 50s worth $75K. Sheena 1974 Caddy. Sam DB stands for Sir David Brown, a tractor manufacturer who bought Austin Martin Car Factory. So they put his initials on the car to separate the series of cars.
Thank you, Sam. I knew
There
somebody
we go.
would Google.
DB.
That's very cool.
Chuck was the reason they created 007. He was 006. He couldn't drive worth a hoot.
Jesse. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. I need a drink after that one.
Chuck, do you have a good comeback on that one?
Yeah, he's working on it. Fairlane 58 Ford. I think that's
Ford?
supposed to be Ford.
She might have had it as
I got my
car.
Chevrolet Ford right out there in driveway. I'm an F-150 Ford man myself. We can have a lot of fun with typos.
Yeah, right underneath.
you fired.
Well, it does need gas.
I know, Jen. I'm just teasing. Please forgive us.
Yes.
Steve Long. Oh, look!
Good, Zach.
Wow.
Look at him.
Steve.
He's all grown up.
Coming out of nowhere with
Yeah.
his own
Look at
YouTube.
that. Look at that.
And it even
Picture.
has a picture.
He even got a
He's in Hunter's Orange.
Wow.
No one will shoot you on here, Steve.
Well, way to go.
Way to go.
That's a Skylark, not Skyline. Autocorrect. Sam says 69 Buick Skylark, 80,000.
You know, I saw Steve Long come on here. I'm like, oh, who was that? It didn't even register.
Southern Blast 63 Ford Thunderbird, 90 grand. Rebecca, it also switches into a boat. There we go.
Yes,
Rebecca knows her vehicles.
it does.
Brenda, 65 Studebaker convertible. I don't know, she said. Jesse, looks like an old 67 Chrysler. Worth today's $9,240.23.
23 cents.
Very precise.
Yeah.
Very precise.
Chuck says, where there is no wood, the fire goes out, so no comeback.
That's good.
That's good right there. That is the comeback.
That's good.
Great American accent, Tony. Thank you, Mr. Willie. Jesse, it would be worth more if the person that stole the top would bring it back. It
Yep.
only matters when it rains. Elise is a 65 Pontiac Tempest, 85K.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to tell you what this is. All right.
Did anyone get it?
Let me see. Hey, Annie, how are you? It's morning there in her
Yes,
world.
Good morning, Ann.
Australia. Good morning to you. The closest was Dave and Sandy. It is a 1962 Oldsmobile Starfire convertible, and open market auction price $26,400. That's what it's worth today.
So not worth as much as the other one.
No,
It's because it doesn't have a top.
well, it's not an Aston Martin, and it's missing half of it, as Jesse said.
It's 50% off.
50% off.
Yes, 50% off. But isn't that a nice car?
Yes.
That is a beauty. That'd be a nice car just to go driving around in. That's for sure. So,
I
but
wouldn't want to
yeah,
parallel park it.
yeah. That's a nice one. So there you go, folks. So
Alrighty.
what we want to do, I want to introduce something here, and I don't want to take a lot of time with it.
I think we're gonna leave.
Are you? Okay.
Like not.
You're-
we're
you're-
just
you're-
gonna leave the live.
Okay.
Okay, because
We're
you're
gonna
about to
go-
miss the best part of the weird things on Amazon.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna just go upstairs.
Okay.
We'll
Alright.
still be in the comments.
A good fella's
folks.
car. That's right, Jesse.
Okay,
It's
everyone,
good
say
to see you
goodbye.
all. We'll be in the comments. Check us out.
They're going upstairs to sit with Judy.
That's right. I have to start my shift at the seniors' home. Gotta make sure she takes her meds or she gets crazy.
Yeah. Make sure there's no drool on her chin.
That's right.
Oh.
So, what's on the shelf? We're trying to change it up a bit. And next week, we want to start with a little something that we're going to try to see how it works. We recognize, that is a beautiful car, Brenda. We recognize that
Brenda, it matched your eyes.
there's a lot of new channels coming out, a lot of people that have not been monetized yet, that are under 1,000 subs and don't have their watch hours. And we also notice that there's a lot of folks that are doing collabs and all those sort of things to help folks out. So we want to, do what we can too. Now, our time is very limited, and y'all understand that because of what has been going on in our world. However, what we want to do is go from what's on the shelf to who's on the shelf. And
Oh.
so
Switching it up.
we are. So each week, what we would like to do, if it works out and if the participation is there, we would like to each week have one guest on the live with us for about 10 minutes, where we will, 7 to 10 minutes, where we will highlight their channel, who they are, and what their homestead is about, keeping it very simple. The rules are very simple. They cannot be monetized yet, They have to be less than 1,000 subs, obviously. And how will we pick who is on the live show with us? It's simple. The first one to go to our channel and watch the latest video that leaves a comment, and at the end of their comment puts in the letters WOTS. What or who's on the shelf? WOTS. We will pick from the first one. And now, if you don't get picked that week, you can keep entering for the next week. Yeah, cool. Do we have to sit on a shelf? Yeah. If we had one, we'd send it to you. We sold ours, remember? But we just thought that perhaps it could help, some folks out that are just up and coming, that are struggling to get their watch hours, struggling to get their that nasty word called subs, but subscribers and all that sort of thing. So if it works, we will keep it up. But if it doesn't, then that's fine too. It's just something that we want to try to see if we can help out a little bit. We appreciate everything everyone's done for us. There's been so many people that have been so kind. And so we're trying to reciprocate a little bit of that by helping out some other channels.
Thank you, Sheppy. I thought it was too.
So everyone on here, a lot of you have, channels that are already monetized. Some of you don't. Give us a little feedback. Tell us what you think right now in your comments. Sheppy says it's a good idea. I think Jen's on board with it as well. Mike Pierce has type 2 diabetes. He's had it for 35 years. Well, we'll be praying for your health, Mike.
Well,
for sure.
I noticed Annie's Kitchen. She said she's been diagnosed with type 2, so finding it a bit overwhelming.
Okay.
Yes. So we will keep you in prayer, Annie.
Yep.
I know I've got some family members too that they're dealing with that also, and it is, I'm sure, very overwhelming. You just have to stop, kind of regroup, rethink things. But I know a lot of people can control it with diet.
But
changes.
sometimes it's hereditary and and you
Yes.
need medication. But if you stay on top of it, watch your diet, watch your sugar intake and all those sort of things, and take what you're supposed to take from medications and things, and you can live with it. There's folks on here, I'm not going to mention names unless they want to mention their own name, but there's folks on here that we know that have done very well living with having that. And it's not the end of the world. It's not a death sentence.
Yeah.
It can be managed, and that's how you have to look at these things. So we'll be praying for you, but I know God's got you. He really does.
Yeah.
So
Brenda asks about the last video is alive. So she said, you want that or an actual video?
your last video is live, so you want that?
Can it be
an
either
actual
or?
video?
That's what you're saying?
I honestly, we'd like to see it on videos,
Not the live.
not the lives.
So preferably videos.
So preferably videos.
Yeah.
Because sometimes lives, for some reason, don't make it up on or load,
they
or
can
some
be
people can't
sketchy.
access
they take a while
them or
to
whatever.
Come up and
And so I'm working on a new video tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow, and it should be out by tomorrow evening. So you can wait for that one if you like, or you can go to the last one we put out. I think it was the work day there when we was mowing the grass and everything
Yes.
on the new land.
Yeah.
Um,
So is everyone clear on the rules? Got to be
Yeah.
a small channel, and what is it they have to comment? Just put WOTS.
You can make any comment you want to
In
make,
their
but at the
comment.
end of your comment, the last letters in your comment, put the letters WOTS in caps.
Yeah.
WOTS.
Right.
And that way I can see it, recognize it, and then we will draw from that. We'll look at,
Look at
we will
Sam.
look at, see, who the first one will be. So there you go,
Alrighty,
Sam.
Sam. Way to go.
Beth says we're struggling to just to get a channel going, and Beth, sometimes it is a struggle. Trust me.
Yes, it is.
But
It
we want to
is.
encourage everybody. And here's something that I want to talk about this for a minute. Here's something I want everyone to understand. We all have different flavors. Nobody eats the same food day in, day out. And let's be honest, not everybody is going to like everyone else's content. It's just, some people like old cars. Some people don't. Some people like, forestry stuff. And, some people don't. Some
Right.
people like cooking. Some people don't. Some people like, renovating. Some people, and we have to get to that honest place where it's okay to look at content and say, you know what, it's just not my flavor. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, on the other side of that,
Bye, Beth. She has to leave.
see you, Beth.
Thank you for coming in.
On the other side of that, if you have channels you like and you like the content, then subscribe. We understand when you get 200 and 300 channels, you can't watch all the stuff.
Right.
It's impossible.
It is. It's very.
But it doesn't mean people aren't interested in you. It just means they're trying to support as much as they can, and sometimes it's overwhelming.
How they can.
How they can.
As much as, because I know that's where we're at.
Yeah. Well, right now,
You
we
know,
don't
we-
have Wi-Fi except for coming here to Judy's.
We haven't dropped any subscriptions.
No.
In case some of you perhaps are wondering if we seem like we've been quiet and absent. We've not dropped any subscriptions. We're just trying to find the time, get a few minutes here and there, and either go into a live or watch a quick video and leave a comment. But,
You're good, Paul. Don't worry about anything.
Oh, yes, Paul. Chelsea knows you're joking.
You're good, Paul. No problem. But anyway, I think that, we have to understand that, we all don't have time. I know we don't right now.
Well, we're so far behind with everything.
We've got a house to build.
It's October
And,
in
like,
Canada,
today-
and we haven't even broke ground.
Yeah, like today, I was able to hop into, I think, Danny Days live, Chuck's live, and then for a few minutes on one after Chuck's, Ann Dale.
Ann Dale, yeah. Yeah.
Can't stay long for a couple of reasons. One, time is a huge factor for us, and we're working. We're building a home. But secondly, we don't have Wi-Fi.
We
We
don't
have
have the
just
yeah.
the data on the phone. So
Yeah.
those are reasons that prohibit us. And I'm sure it's not just us. I'm sure there's lots of other people
there's
that are going
many
through the same
others,
thing.
Absolutely.
But let's do what we can do. And that's the whole goal of what's on the shelf or who's on the shelf, is to simply pick a channel
Yeah.
that we can highlight, bring them on for a guest appearance for a few minutes, ask them a couple questions, and
give them a push, a shout out,
and that don't mean that it's going to
explode.
That doesn't mean they're going to get anything out of it.
You all
It just
know
is
the
what
work
it
it
is.
takes.
Yep.
You all know that. There's no magic
So
formula. It just takes work, dedication, devotion, consistency. It takes time. Yeah.
But
Anyway, we need to probably catch up on comments.
yeah, Rebecca, that's great. Thank you for that clarification. Type 2 can be controlled by weight loss and diet. Juvenile cannot. Type 1.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Sam says I'm way ahead. Done it already.
Yes.
Stay away from the white food, sugar, pasta, white flour. Okay.
Right,
Hey,
right.
Paul Bearder Carpenter,
You're
how
welcome,
are you
Paul.
doing? Glad to have you here.
Always good to see
Always
him.
good to have him coming in.
Him and Donna.
David and Sandy, it will be nice to see other people and what their channels are.
Yes, for sure.
And that's the thing. And I know
Yeah.
we've got, like, there's friends on here that we've had a long time, like Jesse and Lisa and other channels that we want everyone to understand is we're not trying to, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I guess we just there's those smaller channels that feel like it's an impossible mountain to climb, and so we just want to help a little bit the best we can.
Well, everybody has been there.
Yeah, and for those that have reached
Everybody.
that top of that monetization mountain, they know the struggles it takes to get there
Yeah.
and how many people it took to get them there. And so, it doesn't matter if it's us. It doesn't matter if it's, I don't know, Brenda, Paul, Dave and Sandy, Bearded Carpenter. He's one of the larger channels on here, but he knows what it was like to be small. Jesse and Lisa, great people there that have had so much success because they've reached out to so many people, and the people are reciprocating their love in return.
Right.
And that's how it should be. So it's cool. Yeah. Brenda, I've got to run and water garden, and we'll be back if you're still on, leaving it running.
Okay, Brenda.
Awesome.
All right.
Got to go to another live, says Beth. Okay, Beth, take care. Let me see. How did you switch camera angles like that? I don't know. I have to watch the film again.
No, I think he meant when you took the car off. Is that what you meant, Sam?
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Because we didn't
Could
do
be,
any
Maybe he's
different,
talking about the video. I don't know.
different angles here.
It's just a different the way I have it designed here in the platform in the live platform. Sam, Remy, how are you? Hey, I can't stay, but I figured I would come say hi. We'll try to be back in 20 to 30 minutes. You're still on. Awesome.
Okay.
Rebecca, I have quit watching channels that keep promoting very small channels with no content. I'm not interested in channels that are paying for their health care so they don't have to work. And I understand that too. I mean, you know, I think I want to take a minute to comment on what Rebecca is saying here. And I think that we all can agree to something here. If you're going to have a channel, and this is not meant to hurt anyone, but you've got to have content. You've got to. You know, it's one thing to run lives for, you know, hours and hours and days. And if that's what they want to do, then that's their choice. I have no dog in that hunt at all. It doesn't matter to me. I don't have an opinion. I think whatever works, works. But I do know this, and Rebecca, you make an excellent point, that if you're going to build a channel, you've got to find out what your content's going to be. Because people are kind and they'll encourage you. But let's face it, people don't want to watch where there's no content. You don't, I don't, none of us do. And I think that we really do have to have that honest discussion. There has to be good, you don't have to be professional. You don't have to be perfect. But there has to be content there on them videos. I think we can all agree on that. And if I'm making people angry with me, that's not my point here. I'm being as transparent and honest as I can be, but I do agree that there has to be content. Because
now that being said, everything is relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Topic-wise.
Yes.
Topic-wise,
yes.
it really is.
Yes.
You can find anything you want to find on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And more than that, there are communities for every topic out there.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is relevant. But yeah, you do have to have content.
Exactly.
For sure.
Because I don't know about you all, but I get bored very quickly. I do. That's just my nature. I'm very hyper and I get bored very quickly. And so it takes something really dynamic or good to hold my attention. I always give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and I'll always try to help people where I can. And I realize that everyone has to start somewheres, but always try to, I guess the biggest room in the world is a room for improvement. I visit it every day, and it's the same thing on our channels. We have to improve. We have to show content. I hope I'm not beating a dead horse there, but
I think we also need to be mindful of the non-channel subs.
Exactly, Jen.
That come so faithfully, and we have several on here, and we love you all so much. We're just not. I mean, this is just going to be a little segment, just like all these other games we do.
Yeah. Like this isn't going to be.
This isn't like a seminar, a webinar,
self-help, nothing.
Yes, that
it's
folks
basically what we look at it is, and it may not even work, but it's just basically if someone knocks on your door, you open your door, you introduce them to everybody, and then it's up to them whether they mingle or not.
Right.
And that's really all it's going to be.
Yeah.
Now I will monitor their channels. I will visit their channels and see what they're about, and if it doesn't jive, if it doesn't sit well, if it's not, anyway, there will be a process that they have to get through to make sure that it's quality. and it's family, and it's right. But I mean, I hope that's okay. It's just an experiment we're going to try. If it doesn't work, don't get
It's
angry
just-
with us.
Yeah, just our little way of trying to give back.
Exactly.
Some. Yep.
Jesse said,
right.
stay away from the white food. I don't have that problem. Lisa blackens all my food.
Oh, goodness.
That's awful. Mike says, everyone has to start somewhere. So that's the truth.
Absolutely.
So sweet to help us newbies. No problem, Merton and Sue. Well, Jesse, go on, Lisa, get him. Mike, I believe that's very honorable. Thank you so much. I don't need no help, Paul. Or family here. We're all equal. And that is the truth.
That's the truth.
That is the truth.
That's the truth.
Trust me, he's not hurting. He's apparently gets enough to eat. He's building up the belly for his December gig.
Oh, Lisa got him.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
She came out guns a-blazing.
Getting ready to be Santa.
Look at that.
And Lisa says, I haven't burnt anything in years.
Lisa's a great cook.
Yeah.
I know she is.
Mike says, I'm here just to support. I don't have content. And we appreciate your support, Mike. We really do.
And that's what I was just saying. Yes.
Hey, Tim.
Tiny Tim, welcome.
Mr. Wood says, you have content, but you must be yourself and not fake because people can tell if you're real or fake.
Absolutely.
Excellent comment.
A mile away.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have
way.
time for fake people. I don't have
No.
time for hypocrites. I
No.
don't have time for
Nope.
you know, anybody that just wants to ride your coattail to get somewhere. I don't have time for that stuff. So, yeah, Matt says, nah. Mike, nobody wants to watch me being a shepherd. Oh, actually, I'd find that interesting to see what it's like to be a shepherd.
Yes. Does
Unless
Mike, do you mean
you mean pastoring,
Yeah,
or
where-
do you mean with actual
do you
sheep?
mean actual sheep, or are you a pastor, Mike? So
Yeah.
clarify if you don't mind.
Jen and Steve, disco chickens and homestead enchiladas.
Hey, I see Sherry's in here. Welcome, Sherry. Southern Roots.
Paul, she's kept my attention for a long time. For sure. Poppy, I'm a non-channel sub. And Poppy, we appreciate that. We believe in growing our channel
Yes.
with individuals.
Absolutely.
Love channels,
we
but
love you
love
all.
individuals.
We love you all.
Love you all. So,
But I've said for years that YOU puts the you in YouTube.
yeah.
It's you. It's individuals.
Sherry, how are you?
Sherry, I
you're
hope you're
feeling
doing
better.
well and recovering.
Yeah, I do too. I'm praying for Sherry.
Yes, we have.
And you know, I know she had her gallbladder out, and it was a long, arduous recovery for her. Mikey, that's me. Are you talking? Well, I am popular. Casey, I need to start editing better for my health, or eating better for my health. I've been having some health problems. Yeah, you know, sometimes the old gut, the way we eat, doesn't keep us healthy. I know for me.
You have a very sensitive system.
I do, because I'm so used to homegrown foods without any additives.
Yeah.
That's not processed.
Yeah.
And now that we've been traveling so much and moving, and now on the new land, I'm very excited to have the kitchen set up
Yes,
again.
I am
so
too.
we can get back to some home cooked meals.
That's it.
That with ingredients that we know what they are. So.
Truly are what you eat. Hi, Cindy Brown.
How are you, Cindy? Hope you're doing well.
Welcome.
Annie says, stick to one or two areas, homesteading and cooking what you grow. The hardest thing I'm struggling with is the watch hours. Yeah. Well, you know what? With the watch hours, people have all kinds of ideas on watch hours, you know?
But again, if you put out your content,
People will watch.
people will watch.
Yeah, you know? And everybody's different. Like, you know, I know this, and Jesse and Lisa, they are an example of how to really do it successfully, because he was the mod father for a long time on a lot of channels, and he built that repertoire with them, with the channels, as a moderator and as a friend and as a supporter for so many people, so that when they did start their lives and they did start their channel, that they had that connection with so many folks
They did.
that wanted to reciprocate that back to them.
That's
and
very
so
smart.
It was,
That's
it
something
was,
we did not do.
No, it was very, very smart.
Very
good
smart.
marketing.
Yeah.
And very well done.
Yeah.
You know, so
He totally laid the groundwork. And
Yeah.
I'm sure others of you have done it too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
way to
But,
go.
but that's true, Annie. Stick to one or two areas: homesteading, cooking, what you grow, whatever. Hardest thing I'm struggling with is the watch hour, she said. But I know for us, we just kept putting out videos, and the watch hours came. I look back at some of the original videos we did, and I laugh and I think, my heavens, why would people ever watch this stuff? And some of our videos still don't do great. We're not a channel of 50,000 or 100,000 or anything. Someday we want to be, but we just have to keep pushing through. And the thing with YouTube, it's YT, it's a roller coaster. And
much.
with us, because of what we've been going through with the move and with everything we've had to deal with, we haven't had the time to sit and edit videos every week. We don't have the time to visit a bunch of lives every week. We don't, and there's nothing wrong with people that do. I'm just saying, for us, we have not been as present in the YT community as we used to be, because of the dynamics of what our lifestyle is right now. And that happens, and you have to accept that. It's part of it, and you just have to keep pushing through and be the best you can be. Right now we see growth probably, every week we grow sometimes 10, sometimes 20, sometimes 30, new family members, supporters. Some weeks we only see 5, but I think you just have to accept it that, it is what it is. And so,
Casey, I see your comment. Thank you so much. And we consider you family very much, you and David and your kids. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Paul.
And I promise, Casey, I'll get back to watching some more of your videos.
Yeah. And that's the thing, and I think that we all have to do the best that we can be, and do the best we can do.
That's all we can do anytime at anything. Whether it's YouTube, it's just life.
Yeah,
navigating health or relationships or whatever. You can only do if you're doing your best, and in your heart of hearts it sincerely and truthfully is your best.
Yeah.
You got nothing to hang your head over at all.
Yeah.
With anything.
And that's it, Brenda. We've had a lot on our plate. And we appreciate that. I know we miss you guys.
Yeah, we do.
But it is what it is. And for us, we appreciate each and every one. I feel guilty a lot of days because I don't have the time. I'm envious. Can I be honest? I'm envious sometimes of folks that get to spend more time with the community than we do.
Oh, yes.
But we can't do that right now. So it is what it is. But I think that getting back to it, I think it's good to support each other. And I would like to think that it isn't about a channel for each of us. I would like to think that it's not about videos. I would like to think that this is about a community that has found each other, and regardless of what we're going through, or what our videos are or are not, what they have or are lacking, I would hope to heavens that we would understand that this is a community of family, that through social media we've been linked together to pray for each other, to support each other, to talk with each other, to encourage each other, to love one another, more than it is about just videos and a channel growing. I hope that's okay to be that transparent.
We have said a lot right out of the gate. It didn't take us real long to figure out, just weeks upon having a channel. And it is a lot of work. We said right out of the gate, YouTube can be part of your life, but it's not your life.
That's the truth, Rebecca.
And that's what works for us, because you still have to do life. You're still doing life at whatever stage you're at. You're still got life to do. You still have, even if you're empty nesters, we're empty nesters.
Yeah.
But you're still, you've got family, you've got extended family. There's still life to do.
Yep.
Even if you're not building homes or barns or coops
Yeah.
or planting gardens,
Yeah.
there's still life to do.
Yeah. One of the greatest rewards that we get. Now, we love all the support and the encouragement because we could not keep going without you folks. We just couldn't. But one of the greatest rewards that we receive is because, or is when we get emails from people that simply say, thank you. You touched my heart. You encouraged us. We were ready to quit, but you showed us we didn't have to. Whatever. Those are what really ministers to us. That something we did made your day better.
Right.
Something we said just helped at a time when you needed it. Because Lord knows you have done that for us.
Absolutely.
And so, stay humble, Cindy. That is the truth. Stay humble.
Yes.
Mr. Willie says the reason why I watch Tony and Joni because they're sweet down there as people from a cold country. It sure is cold.
Yeah.
That's right, Annie. That's the truth. Lots of friends. Sam says, I got hooked on Tony's Snow Angels. The laughter that night was infectious. Thank you, Sam. We appreciate that. Jesse, I still have one I'm trying to kick out of the nest. He keeps digging in deeper. Mommy's boy.
Oh.
Brenda, you're all what keeps me going because I probably would have given up in y'all's circumstances. So I thank God every day for what I do have and not what I want. And that is so well spoken, Brenda. That
Very,
really truly
very,
is.
very,
You know.
very good words.
Yep, for
and there were
sure.
some other good comments too that have scrolled down we've missed.
Thank you, Paul. He said, y'all have a channel that has a great ministry, and I appreciate that. Tim, Tony, and Joni, I'm here because of you guys. I love you guys. I don't care about content as much as I do lives. Lives are the true life of YT, interacting with family.
That's an
is
interesting
what I love.
perspective, Tim.
That is awesome, Tim.
That's great, and it's great to hear that.
Yeah.
Not everybody quite shares that same
Yeah.
opinion,
Yeah.
but that's great. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for saying that.
Thank you for saying that.
Because we really, truly do, you guys are the best, And it
I
helps
know
us
that
to be connected to you guys.
As you all know, during our months of travel and all of those trips, and we felt so bad when we couldn't put out actual videos, and we did more lives then than ever. It was kind of it was just a season, that's all.
Yes.
But it was a neat way to still stay connected because we felt and we still feel we owe that to you guys. We always will.
Yeah.
We are indebted.
And that is the truth. Rebecca makes an excellent point. And I just want to bring that out. There is a difference from the perspective of a YouTuber as in channel content creator versus a subscriber. And I think that differentiation is lost sometimes because I think the focus is different for each. And she makes a very good point there. And, for channels, it's a different focus than it is for individuals.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And so you have to, and you do, Rebecca, you have to be careful with some of the stuff that's out there. You really do. And I understand that. Mr. Willis is just leaving him deep in the woods. Talking to Jesse, I think. Sam says, now that I got my Archie Bunker robe on, I bid you all good night again. All right, Sam. Love you. Thank you. Rebecca said that she get blasted and several channels blocked her. Well, Rebecca, all I know is that you've been with us a long time. And, you've never been offensive to us.
We've had no issues. Excuse me.
You're,
At all.
you've been kind to us. We've shared a lot of good talks, and that's all that matters to me. But anyway, one thing that we don't want is, if people have issues, we want them to work it out. And that's all we ask is, we want them to work it out
And
between
let's
themselves.
always be
so.
respectful
Yep.
to each other. Were we going to finish any games?
Yeah. All right. So.
I think we did the weird things on Amazon.
Oh, we haven't done that yet.
Mr. Willie, we know.
Mr.
He
Willie,
waits
this is for
that.
you. All right, Mr. Willie. Here is Weird Things intro. Yeah, talk about it in private. That's what we need to be doing. I've always said social media is not the place to air any grievances. So we love everybody, and we don't have a dog in any hunt. So we just want everyone to just realize that tonight. And I'm being kind. There's some weird things you can buy on Amazon. For all of you that love KFC, hey Dwayne, how
Good
are you?
evening.
And so here we go. Tonight, the first weird thing that you can actually buy on Amazon. This, and I couldn't get it to show the whole picture, but this is actually a Colonel Sanders novel. It's a romance book.
Oh, my word.
From KFC, and it's
Oh,
a Colonel
my
Sanders
goodness.
novella.
Novella.
And so, if you know somebody that likes to read romance novels but loves KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the Colonel,
That's too
I really
funny.
don't think the Colonel looks like that. But you know what? There you go. You can get that gift for somebody. So there you go.
Good night, Rebecca.
Night, Rebecca.
Have a good night.
We do love you. We
Yes,
want you to
we
know
do.
that. We do. But anyhow, we this is the first thing that you can get here. And there you go. So
There
if
you
you're
go.
an avid reader and you like to eat at KFC, here's your chance. Here's your choice.
Mr. Willie says, is that Jesse and Lisa?
Cindy, and we want you to know, Cindy, we love you as well, okay?
Cindy, yes,
And
we sure do.
I really, we try not to get involved
Yeah,
in disputes.
personal stuff. You're welcome to
but
stay.
you are welcome.
You don't have to leave on our account.
No, and
Yeah.
you've not bothered us at all, Cindy.
Not in the least.
Nobody has.
Yep.
So we love everybody the same, and we understand there can be mix-ups and what's that, lost in translation and all
for
that sort
sure.
of thing that goes on. And so we just want everybody to know this is a safe place, and yeah, we're just going to make sure everyone knows that we appreciate each and
That's
every one.
it. We appreciate everybody coming.
We do.
Dwayne says the Colonel probably looks like a skeleton now.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Oh,
She obviously liked that bucket of chicken.
my goodness.
She got a drumstick up by his ear.
Yes, Brenda, you are correct. She says, Cindy, you are family too. That's right.
Yeah, for sure. So there's one thing you can get. Now, if you're one of those substeaders, now Jesse and Lisa, I was. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca. Yes.
And
we
Rebecca,
got
we love you.
We have plenty of
And
adventures.
nothing will change that. You are welcome here, Rebecca. We want you to know that, okay?
Absolutely. She's been
And,
with us a long time.
Long time.
Yes.
Yep, and we appreciate her.
Yes, we do.
Anyhow, so this is the next weird thing you can get on Amazon. For those substeaders, and Jesse, I was thinking you and Lisa, you live in the suburbs in Houston, and you really don't have any livestock or room to put them. But I thought you could get yourselves this blow-up cow right here, and you could get 2 or 3, and you could start your own herd, deflate them in the evening. They
Wow.
won't eat your flowers or your shrubs. They won't leave cow patties all over. But you can have your own little herd. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, Jesse said that that was him and Lisa 50 years ago, the Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders' niece married Paul the
Yes.
Bearded Carpenter's
Yes, he said that before.
pastor. Well, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Paul says, nope, that was Jesse and Lisa 10 years ago. Mr. Willie says, this is utterly ridiculous. Mike Pierce, that says eat more chicken. I want that, says Poppy. Nope, Mr. Willie.
But the thing is, where it's inflatable,
ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't think that would last too long outside. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, a bird could probably peck it.
Nah, it'd
And,
be
you
all
know,
good.
I think it'd be easy to.
So if you want to start your own herd, there you go. Now, there you go.
Yes, Annie, that might work.
There you
Keep
go.
the cats away.
So now I know that there is Halloween coming up. Some people celebrate it, some people don't. Some people decorate, some people don't. I had several of those, but some neighborhood cattle rustlers stole them off my lawn.
That's hilarious.
Oh, isn't that awful? That's so deflating, Jesse.
Yeah.
That is so
I
deflating.
think I need a drink
Yeah.
of water.
Where's Mike and Terry when you need them? They need a few of them to keep the other cows out of their chicken run.
Yes, there you go.
Poppy the good troll says, I have a metal
Metal
rooster
rooster.
and love it. David, you can have the herds without the turds.
Ah, exactly. That's a great
That's
slogan.
a good slogan. Yeah,
That's good.
that should be on a t-shirt. Yeah, inflatable cows. Herds without turds.
That's good,
That's
David.
awesome. Oh my, that's funny. All right, everyone. Here's the next thing. Now,
Mike says, can you fill it up with milk and practice milking
oh, there
skills?
you go. Well, you better do her fast because it'll deflate. All right, now, here's a little something for everyone that wants to go out trick-or-treating.
Oh, my goodness, dear.
That is a snail head mask.
Oh,
Now, we've done the dog head masks and we've done all that, so I thought, you know what? It's trick-or-treat time. Yeah, don't brand the cow.
Hey,
Cora,
Cora.
how are you?
that's exactly right.
Don't brand the cow.
Oh, yeah, I agree,
yeah.
Brenda.
But there
Who
you go.
would want to spend money on that? I could see teenagers.
Slugworth. There you go. What? Why?
Exactly. That's what I wonder, too.
I had no
What?
idea why.
And why?
I don't know who sits around and thinks these things up.
And who buys them?
That is utterly ridiculous, Dwayne says. So there you go, folks. Those are your three. Just why. Those are your 3 gift ideas tonight from weird things you can get on Amazon. And trust me, you can get these on Amazon. You really can. They're there. You can get these. So if you want a snail's head mask, you can get that. If you want to start your own herd, there you go. Those are Holsteins, milking cows, so you can have at it. And then for a little light reading at night, La Poulet,
Oh,
or
my
the
word.
chicken, KFC man. There you go. So how about that? And I guess all of you want to do some weird words. How about obdurate? There's your weird word for the night.
Obdurate.
Obdurate. But you know what that means? Obdurate.
I don't know. Don't know.
Obdurate. Obdurate. Take a guess what obdurate means. Don't look it up.
It's very quiet. Where'd they go?
Well, I know. Someone who has been influenced by drugs who makes stuff like this.
Yes.
There you go.
Perhaps.
I had my first tarantula in the garden a while ago.
Oh. Wow, Brenda. You might need one of those little cows.
To not ovulate. No! I don't think so, Poppy.
It could be.
Obdurate.
She guessed. That's the main thing. She guessed.
To obdurate means to argue with only your eyes. I have no
Uh-huh.
clue, Mr. Willie says, but better ask Jesse.
Better ask Jessie.
A non-durat.
A non-durate.
Or durate.
Durate.
A non-durate.
Non-durate. Yeah. That's what he's saying, a non-durate. Good guess.
Obdurate.
Very
a
good
non-durate.
guess.
To anti-concentrate.
Concentrate.
You should obdurate that tarantula. Probably what you could get from milking that
milking the
cow.
cow.
There you go,
Yes.
Mike.
Oh, that's funny.
It is. Probably what you could get from milking that cow. All right, I'm going to tell you what this word means, everybody.
Obdurate.
Yeah. It simply means this, and you probably know some people like this. Yeah, the amount YouTube charges for all the super chats that are obviously due to you.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Super chats, you have to have them to keep your Google AdSense account going, because if you don't get anything, and that's a shame. But they take like 38% of it, so it's crazy to have that happen. So
I wonder if Mr. Jim is still in here. He usually has some good guesses with words.
No, it won't be pasteurized. That's right, Paul. We don't learn big words in North Carolina. And Mr. Jim knows some of these words. He's very smart. Obdurate.
He might be out helping neighbors right now.
Obdurate simply means, ready? Here we go. A stubborn, refusing to change one's opinion or direction kind of person.
Stubborn.
So if you know someone that is stubbornly refusing to change their opinion or their direction,
that can be a good quality.
even in the face of
what?
Facts.
Was
then
that in
they're
the definition?
obdurate.
In the face of facts, is that part of the definition?
That's part. I just left that out so I didn't have to type it all. But it literally means when you know you're wrong, but you refuse to admit it. Refusing to change your opinion or direction. So that man in your life that
Mr. Jim refuses to answer.
I refuse to answer. If you're driving down the road and you are lost and you refuse to ask for directions, if you refuse to stop and ask for directions, then you are obdurating. There you go, Paul.
Yes.
Obdurate.
Brenda says she knows several.
Yes. Mr. Jim, that's a safe answer.
It is.
Now look, folks.
No way.
This is the longest word. But we have one in charge here. Hold on a minute. That'd be us. We're in charge. We're not that way.
I don't think he means.
No, I know it.
Yes.
I know. It's all fine. I cannot pronounce this word. However,
we did see a word, I think, for
it
having
is
the most
the
letters.
longest word that I have ever found.
Goodness.
So far in all my research.
Screen.
So, flock and synhelipification. Hey, I did pretty good on that. So, anybody know what that word might mean? Don't Google it. Don't look in the dictionary. It is a true, real word. But can anyone guess it? Brenda.
Yeah, that's right,
Brenda.
Brenda.
I tried to find one longer, but this was the longest one I could find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I think it's 30 letters. Oh, Jen. I tell you, if you're wearing that too tight, you're not even going to pronounce those letters. Dwayne, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go. Oh, my. Jen.
So there is a Steve.
So there is a Steve.
And he gave a guess tonight.
He gave a comment.
Comment.
Poppy, to gaze into the stars.
Gaze into the stars. Good guess.
Sheppy, good night, gentle folks. My phone is requesting juice. Blessings.
Oh.
Night, Sheppy. Take
night,
care.
Sheppy.
Stay warm. Love
Thank
you.
you so much for coming, spending the evening with us.
I don't even know what that means, Mike.
Jen says, Steve said it.
Steve said it. Not a clue. It's what Googling Jan feels like when you tell her she can't Google it. She says, what the flock?
Poor Jan. We miss her tonight.
We do. We hope she is feeling better.
Yes.
I don't even know what that word either, Matt. I think you just typed a bunch of letters out.
No, I know what he's saying. Tony.
Really?
Yes.
What's he saying?
Well, that's his. It's part of his. Kind of like his wife's maiden name. That's what he's saying.
Matt Smith?
Yes.
That?
Isn't that what you're saying, Matt? Because she has a different last name, or she had, and we could never remember it or pronounce it.
Anyway,
But I think
hey Remy,
Matt's
something
put,
about amplifying times 10.
Matt put his own spin on it because he's got
Not a
Haagen-Dazs.
clue.
You know how Matt would do that, right?
Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs.
Thanks, Paul. Georgette!
There's Georgette. Your daughter was in here earlier.
No problem, Georgette. We understand.
Had to take a client by my house.
You're doing a very important job.
Very, very nice of you. Very nice of you.
All right, everyone.
Georgette, what do you think this word means?
Yeah, this is a weird word of the day. This is the weirdest word of the week.
So it means buffering.
Something so much
something.
to make it safe.
Wow. Very technical term, perhaps?
This is actually, for a long word, this just simply means,
You're going to tell them?
yeah, goofing on how long that stinking word is. There you go. Mr. Jim. Wow. That's a long word, Mr.
Mr.
Jim.
Jim,
I don't even
that's
know how to say it,
hilarious.
and I don't know what it means.
You Googled that right quick.
Oh, that is a long word. That's crazy. What this word right here means, folks, is simple. It just means the habit. Night, Paul. Take care.
Okay,
God's
good night,
blessings
Paul.
on you. It is the habit of calling something worthless. That's what that means.
Oh, well, that's not a good habit.
No, the habit of calling something worthless.
I'm glad I don't know that word.
I don't even know how to
I
pronounce
can't
it.
even pronounce
There
it.
you go.
Because that's not a good habit.
Not a bit.
Nope.
So, folks, we hope you've had a good time tonight. And, you know, it's always... Oh, I got some music going here. Let me turn this down a bit here. There we go. It's always great to have everybody in here. Yeah, I know. Wow. Simple meanings. So, but we never want to be, you know, people that call other people worthless. That doesn't get you anywhere.
Because God doesn't make junk.
He doesn't. God is no throwaway children. So, but we're so happy to have everybody here tonight, and I know it's been almost 2 hours. I just
Yes.
have a habit of never using words like that. There you
Yeah,
go,
we've
Jesse.
been on here a long time.
Whatever happened to calling it a piece of junk? Well, there are some things you can call a piece of junk. Oh, it really has. So, Brenda, thank you for being here. Thank you for
Brenda.
sending in
Thank
that picture.
you for all
And,
the moderators.
yep.
You're awesome. We couldn't do this without you.
No, we couldn't. And everybody
Certainly
else in
couldn't.
here,
And
we love you
everybody
all.
else too. We love you all.
And
Nobody
to-
is any one more important than
No.
the other.
no, and to all of you that have some pictures of when you were younger, send me one. I enjoy this. We'll do Let's Face It again next week and see if we can guess who they are.
And
Jen, that's
so-
a good point. The habit of calling something worthless. We might be in the habit and not know it. That is so good, Jen.
Yep.
Words with purpose right there.
Words with purpose.
It's always good, Poppy. Thanks for being here. Love you too, Tim. Thank you for the kind words.
Yes, I was very kind.
Mr. Jim says new synonym for disease, silicosis. Okay. Oh, Mr. Jim is brilliant.
He is. He is.
Marshall says, hope you have a dry week, Tony, so you get those forms in the ground. Good night. We're going to try our best,
Yes,
Marshall.
and pray that maybe some help.
Some help
some
shows
help
up.
shows up.
And again, if you can come,
If
if
you're
you live around here,
Anywhere's within driving distance,
we
we'll
got
put
a lot
you to
of work to do. But pray. If nothing else, it's the greatest thing we can do is pray.
Mm-hmm.
And that God would send some help. Send somebody with an auger on the
I
back
know
of the
that
tractor.
God is sending
Yeah.
help. He is. I believe it. I felt it so strong today. I reminded the Lord. Now listen to me. Who am I to remind the Lord?
We
But
will, Brenda.
I reminded him of how this land is a blessing.
For
And he
sure.
had a plan that got us that land, as you all know, because you all were part of that plan.
Yep.
But he still has a plan with how we're going to get those footings dug. And I felt so strong, this is what I prayed this morning, that God's working it all out.
Yep.
And not only are we going to get those footings dug,
Oh,
but
excuse
we're
me, folks.
going to get work started on that house before winter.
Yeah.
I
well,
just
we're
believe
going
it.
to.
I claim it by faith. You guys pray with us on that too.
And if you'd like to help, here's a way that you can. That's our PayPal. We do appreciate each and every one so much.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Jesse. You're right on the same page I am. He's like that all the time with us. So if you'd like to help out, we appreciate it so much. There's so many projects that we have to find the funds for right now, and all we can say is thank you.
Thank you.
It means so much
You guys
to us.
are just awesome.
And you can give through PayPal, Super Chat. The only thing with Super Chat, larger amounts, we lose so much of that to Google, and so we try to tell folks, the larger amounts, just put it through the PayPal, family and friends tab, and then we won't lose anything. Although I did notice this week that PayPal upped their percentages,
Yeah.
so we may have
They
to
did.
start looking at other things. I know, Mr. Jim, we did not. I'm kind of waiting, honestly, on the price to come down. And we've got so many projects, Mr. Jim, we really do, that we're just trying to, see where it's best to put stuff right now.
Right. Because like we mentioned earlier, I don't know if some of you were in here, we're going to get some straw, bales of straw. We found some for $4 each.
Yeah.
And we need how many? 30?
30.
30 or 40
Yeah.
to totally bank that whole tent.
Yep.
And that'll help us keep the heat in.
Heat in,
And-
the cold out, the
Yeah.
wind out,
Yeah.
and even the driving rain won't be able to get through it.
Yes.
So it won't get the sides of the tent all
Yeah.
wet and all that. So,
So we're going to do that.
but, yeah.
And that'll
that
hopefully,
done.
that will conserve.
Yep.
And we won't go through as much wood, which we don't really have much wood. We've got some. Rama was so kind
Yep.
to share some of her wood with us. And actually, my mom has wood here in her basement, that good dry wood that she doesn't need anymore. And so we're going to get some of that from her.
Yeah,
So-
Paul. PayPal changed how they're operating now, and so they started taking a little more. It was 1%, which is fine. I mean, they got to make money too. Up to a maximum of $10 that they would take, but now it's up to a maximum of $25. So they kind of, take a larger chunk of it. I understand some ways because, again, we're using their platform,
Yeah.
we're using their technology,
Their
their
service.
software, their service.
Yeah,
So they have to make money too. I
do.
understand that.
it's
you know.
business.
But I never like it because I
It's
never like
business.
losing money.
Yeah.
But you know what? It is what it is, and God has everything under control.
He does.
As Jesse
He
tells me
knows
all the time.
Better than we do.
Jesse tells me all the time. He said, "Tony, God knows," and He does. And so I just, I just try to, keep my spirits up and try to stay encouraged and strong and keep working every day.
And
it'll
we
work out.
celebrate all the victories, the small victories too.
Yeah, Jen, Zelle is a really good option. However, we can't get Zelle here in Canada. So Jesse and Lisa have been so good to us to work with that. So Zelle, you can just go to Zelle. And I think I've never used Zelle, but I guess how it works, and Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong, please. But you just search for Lisa or put in her number, which is on the screen there now, and they will forward that to us if that's how it has to be done. So, but it is what it is, folks. We're just happy that every week it works out. And every time we sit in these chairs and we bring to you the struggles that we face, the reality of everything we're going through, the truth of where we're at, you guys respond. And what more can we say? We love you so much. We really do, for doing that. Yes, Marshall, credit cards are going up, going to cost more. But Tim's right, God is faithful. And so we just
Yes, he is.
trust God that every week,
He is.
no matter the struggle, no matter the mountain we face, God is going to speak to hearts and to people, to supply and to help and
He
to minister
tries
and to
our
move.
faith
He does.
because God could answer us immediately. He tries our faith.
Yeah, so Jesse said Zelle can be used through the app, or most banks have the ability to Zelle funds in your name. Okay, but that's U.S.
It's not a
There's
Canadian.
not a Canadian thing. But speaking of U.S. folks, we're heading across the border here in the next few days to
We're hoping to go over and buy a turkey,
get
right, for
our
Thanksgiving.
U.S. postal box set up and some other things set up, so that can help us out in so many ways.
And you all will be the first to know.
We're
We will
gonna-
update the About tab
Yeah,
with our
we're going to
new
insulate it the
address.
best we can, Mr. Jim. We truly are. Jen, hubby was with Bofa before FedEx. Anybody need to ship anything? Yeah, we need to ship stuff. But I don't know what Bofa is.
Never heard of that one.
Never have. No, FedEx. Remy, I wish I had your faith right now. My daughter needs 8,000
$8
braces that I can't afford. Otherwise, she could become paralyzed in the face.
Oh, no,
my
no,
heavens.
that's awful, Remy.
Well, Remy, I'm just going to say this to you, my friend.
We will pray.
God, first of all,
We will
God
pray.
knows. Right, Jesse? God knows. And we are going to pray. And everyone on here, you see Remy's
See
need.
the need.
His daughter needs those braces. And I know that God does not want his daughter to have paralysis in her face.
No.
And
not at
so
all.
God's going to work things out, Remy, one way or the other. But God is going to work it out.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And I can imagine, I mean, we're parents. I can just only imagine, Remy, how heavy that must be weighing on you.
Well, Remy, let me tell you how we understand.
But if we can just encourage you
Yeah.
to trust.
Because, Remy, our daughter, Chelsea, who was on here
A
earlier,
little earlier.
and I don't think she'll mind me telling this story, but the month before she was to go away to college, what year was it? 2011, I believe. She was getting ready to go away to college, and her sister were out on the four-wheelers, and they got going a little too fast, and Chelsea was on a little, very quick turning ATV, and she was on the pavement, and when she turned the wheel, she was going too fast. It flipped the ATV over on top of Chelsea, and it knocked her out. And when I got there, she was laying in a pool of blood. Never forget that sight for the rest of my life, with the ATV over on top of her. And we were faced with a mountain for our daughter. And she was cut from head to toe, her face laid wide open, cuts all over her body. And I remember picking her up, putting her in our SUV, and taking her to the hospital. When I walked through the doors of the ER, the first thing the nurses looked at me and said was, did a dog do this? Was she attacked by dogs? And I'll never forget the next few days, the miracles that God began to perform. We needed a plastic surgeon. We had no insurance. This happened in Joplin, Missouri. And God made it happen that the plastic surgeon that was the best in that area just happened to be in the hospital that day. He was actually leaving, and he heard on the scanner what was going on. He turned around.
She was only like 19
He
at the
came
time.
back in, and he said, I'm going to perform this surgery and fix your daughter. And he did. And God began to do miracles. And you see Chelsea today. She's a spitfire. She's very strong in her faith. A great testimony.
She is a great testimony.
God cares about our kids, Remy.
Oh yeah. He
God
cares.
does.
God cares about them more than we do. You know how the love you have for your kids as a parent.
Yep. So
God loves them even more.
exactly.
And cares even more.
Exactly. So just hang in there And
Remy, we really truly will be praying, and stay in touch with us. I think maybe you have Tony's phone number.
Yeah.
Message us. Let us know if we can help in any way.
yeah,
I mean, we truly can relate, like the story Tony's sharing.
yeah,
And we have other relatable issues too that we just won't go into detail tonight.
yeah.
But
Well-
if you need someone to talk to,
That's it.
we're here. We promise.
Joni broke her back in 2003, fell off a horse, and we were facing surgery. She was. We had no insurance. They were talking a figure of $250,000, and so what was we going to do? We couldn't afford that. We were in Michigan. That's where it happened. We were ministering in a church there, and we didn't know what we was going to do. And so we prayed and fasted that whole week. And she was in the hospital. And do you know something? God healed Joni's back.
He did.
And when that doctor,
did.
that specialist came in, and just making a long story short, they x-rayed her at the end of that week. And he was so amazed by how her back had healed that he said the x-ray machine has to be broken. And he said, I'm sending you back for more x-rays. This can't be right. Sent her back for a second string of x-rays. Came back again and said, I can't believe it. He said, that is fixed better than I could do in surgery, because God healed Joni. What am I saying? I'm saying
and God's
this.
no respecter.
If he can do it for us, he'll do it for you, Remy. You just have to trust him. You have to just, I don't know your prayer life. I don't know your faith level. I don't know any of those things. I just know if you've got faith to pray and ask God, you don't have to spend an hour. He already knows what's going on. He just wants you to ask.
That's right.
And he
Everyone
will.
just, you don't have to share details, but if you've
Yeah.
had God answer prayers for you, just put thumbs up in the comments, and that builds faith. That'll
Yeah.
build Remy's faith tonight, because I just feel like he's so low.
Yeah.
Like he's just that's just taken the life right out of
Yeah.
him. But
That's
there's
no mountain to a climber.
there's testimonies here tonight. I know it.
Yeah.
There's testimonies in this community.
Yep.
And I see Deborah has come in. Good evening,
Hey,
Deborah.
Deb.
I'm glad you joined us.
He is, Mike. We
He
have
is.
seen it. We have seen it
There's
time
Lisa.
and time again.
She's got given a thumbs up. She's had prayer answered. Poppy
Yeah.
has. Poppy's
Yeah.
got 3 thumbs up.
There you go.
Remy, I hope you're seeing this. I hope this is encouraging you.
I want everyone to go to Remy's channel, and I want everybody to write him or leave him a scripture. Write him a message of encouragement.
Look at all the thumbs up from Jen.
And Remy, everyone you read, it's going to encourage you.
Yeah.
For sure, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because the Bible talks about that we overcome by the power of the word and our testimony.
Yeah.
That's how we get through things. That's how we get through these tough times.
By the blood and the word of their testimony.
Yes.
So,
Brenda's got thumbs up.
David says my icons aren't working again.
Aw.
But everyone.
But we know, because Sandy, we know you in particular. You have a great health testimony.
Yeah. But I want everyone to encourage Remy this week. Every
Share
day.
with him a scripture that has brought you
Send
through.
something every day
Send
their
something.
way. And let God move on your heart to encourage him. So anyhow, we're going to get off here, folks. It's been over 2 hours. I don't know. We don't need the watch hours,
No,
but I'll
we
tell you what,
don't.
we're getting them. So that's all right. So tomorrow, working on a new video. I'm going to try to get it ready. Mike says his son was blown up and burned very badly in a coma for almost 30
Oh,
days.
wow.
Wow.
That,
Hey, Troy, how are you, my friend?
howdy, howdy.
And Cora, thumbs up from me, she
And
says.
Troy,
We're just sharing some testimonies,
you
Troy.
come
of-
into a segment. Don't know if you've been listening,
yeah.
but Remy here, another channel, has just mentioned
That's awesome, Paul.
has just mentioned a very dire prayer request for his daughter.
Yeah.
And we're just all encouraging him tonight.
Yep.
And everyone's giving thumbs up if they've had prayers answered.
Yeah.
And we know that you are a prayer warrior.
And I know tonight it's not been the typical live. We're not sitting here laughing a lot. We've been serious. We've talked about some serious things tonight. And we've had fun, and we've done our regular stuff as well and introduced some new ideas and everything. But I think it's great to end on this note that
It is.
that we've got someone in here that's hurting.
That's right. And we need to take time.
We need to take time to pray for them. And
Paul,
tonight, I seen Paul's comment. Yeah,
that's good, Paul.
yeah. But tonight, it doesn't matter if how big your faith is. Maybe you haven't even darkened the door of a church for years, but tonight, all I want you to do is before you go to bed, wherever you're at, I just want you to simply ask the Lord. Doesn't have to. You can just stand there and just say, God, Remy needs your help. His daughter needs your help. Will you please minister to that need tonight and encourage Remy? That's what your prayer is tonight, if you don't mind, if you can do that. So those kind of talks need to happen once in a while. They do, Remy.
Absolutely. And Mike Pierce, I think he's telling more about the story of his son.
Yeah.
Prayer requests throughout the country. Even the monks were praying
and he shocked the doctors also.
That's amazing.
Testimony.
Amazing.
That's an amazing testimony. Stay safe, everyone. I pray you all have a better week ahead. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks,
you take
Paul, and
care.
you too. We
Paul,
pray that for you too.
we appreciate you, my friend. Always appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely.
And so glad you're part of our family here and everyone else. So we're going to hop off here tonight and get a busy day tomorrow. Hopefully, don't know if we'll get it done, but I'm hoping to get at least one hole started for the house tomorrow. So we shall see. But y'all take care. Be safe. Be kind to each other. And let the love of God flow. Let prayers work.
We need it more than ever.
We do.
This world is hurting. This world is very
Days nice you, but God. That's the truth, Tim. But God.
But God.
That's the truth. So take care, everyone.
Good night,
And,
Deborah.
Remy, if you get some time, if you got a chance, come see me. Come on down, and we'll work for a weekend, and we'll encourage each other, and we'll pray, and it'll all be good, man. But don't get feeling like you got to go through it alone, because you do not. We are here. We're just a few hours from you, my friend.
That's right.
So you take care and rest easy tonight. Don't put your head on that pillow and worry yourself sick. I know what that's like. Watch, and the Lord will work. All right? Take care. This world is not my home. That's it right there,
That's
Jen.
right. I'm just a passing through.
So y'all take care. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for giving tonight.
Thank you just for being here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for encouraging each other, and for just being part of this. So take care. God bless you, and we shall see you all in the video. Probably come out tomorrow, and then we'll do some pop-up lives. Hopefully
And
we can get
see
some
you
Wi-Fi out there.
We'll see you on Sunday in our other channel.
All right, Remy, let's do it. You got my phone number.
We set this up for next
And
weekend.
you've got my email, and I'll send you a message tomorrow as well. So let's get in touch and see what happens, okay? Good night, everybody. Thank you
night.
to mods, all of our moderators.
Yes.
We appreciate you all so much. You guys are so good. You're amazing. You really, truly are. We love you all. Get some rest. And we shall see you all right back here, Creekside. Please watch the videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Take care.
Good night.
Good night. God bless.